Good evening, everybody, and welcome to another episode of Cypha Sistas. We've got our sister Rachel Selah on this evening. How are you doing, Rachel?
I'm good. How's everybody doing? How's everybody doing?
No complaints, man. All is good in the neighborhood.
Sorry, I'm fixing my lighting.
You good to go? You good to go? I turned off my little ring light because it was blinding me for a little bit.
Yeah, you can see it in my glasses. I'm trying to but I can't see it. My eyes be mad tired at night, so by the way,
Yes, I understood, honey. Understood. So, what's good in the neighborhood?
just over here with my strain of the day.
What you smoking?
It's first tell me what you smoking on because I can't even. I got to tell you a funny story that goes along
Oh,
with my
about
strain.
All right. Well, I've got today's feature is coming to you from London Pound Cake.
Ooh, London
Yes.
ham cake. Hey.
Yes. And as you go on, because I had it pulled up, but now I don't have it no more. I was going to tell you what London Pound Cake was about. You know what I mean? Because hey,
So I had the best experience ever. I drive for. We're not going to say the name of the service that I deliver groceries for because, like, I'm not trying to put them out there or even advertise for them. But I had the best experience. So my strain this week is called lemon cherry tarts and smooth. I didn't get to look it up to see what if it's a sativa or indica.
okay.
Um, but kind of like now we'll talk about this another time, but the more that I learn about cannabis, the more that I realize it's not specifically necessarily based on like the strain,
Yeah.
whether it's indica or sativa, what you're going to experience. It's deeper than that. But we'll talk about
Really,
that another.
dude, we're gonna have to get to that soon because that sounds pretty interesting.
We can talk about that, but not right this minute.
Okay.
So
All right.
let me tell you a story, a really amazing story. So first of all, I want to shout out my new homie. His name is Sid, and he's from East New York. And I met him while I was delivering some groceries. I think like Wednesday was the day before Thanksgiving, if I'm not mistaken.
What up,
Because
Sid?
he wanted something from Sam's Club, and I get there, I'm like, yo, you from New York? He like, yeah. I'm like, where? He's like, from East New York. I'm like, BK all day. So we ended up getting into a really good conversation. I was telling him, about my business and about cannabis, and he ends up tipping me in cannabis and
Wow.
delicious. And so that's how I got the strain of the day. And it was such like I can't tell you how much it touched my heart. His generosity, his
Yeah.
kindness, his spirit. Like he was just a really great person. Like it's rare when you have these types of interactions. So I just wanted to like Sid, if you watching, uh, you know, you my peeps for life, like for real. Don't think that it's just the cannabis. It was really about your spirit. Like I gotta tell you, you don't even know what kind of day I was having before I saw you. And for you to be so gracious and so generous, it really, really touched my heart. And I just want everybody to know, like, you peoples. And I pray the most high bless you and keep you for real. Cause you a 100 ass person. And I'm so really happy that I got to even meet you. And so that's the strain of the week is Sid's lemon tarts. Let me make sure I get it right. Let me make sure I get it right. Lemon cherry tart. Thank you, Sid. And he did say it was from his boy, and his company is called Green Footprints. So
Green footprints. Okay.
I'm learning more about his company, and as I do, I'm definitely going to be promoting his brand on our show because that
Okay.
was some quality ass flour. I ain't even gonna lie to you. You know what
Oh,
I'm
damn, Sid.
saying? Nah, Sid hook the sister up. Hook the sister up for real.
That's what's up, man. That's what's up. Blessings, just blessings falling out the sky, and that's a
That's
beautiful
right.
thing, man. That's a
That's
beautiful
right,
thing. So this London pound cake is a hybrid, which is one of my faves because I like to be in the middle. You know what I'm saying? and like it's supposed to make me more relaxed. Sometimes it makes me sleepy. That's why I saved it for this evening so I could go ahead because we got an hour. We gonna kick off this shit, and then I'm going to bed.
Not after go.
I taste hints of vanilla, little bit of butter as well. It's almost like a buttery Chardonnay. So yes.
I gotta try I gotta try some of that London pound cake.
I'm just saying, man. I'm just saying. And it even has a little bit of lemon in it. It's a hybrid.
What is it? A sativa or indica dominant?
So it looks like it's more on the indica side.
Nice. That's why it's making you sleepy. Although once again, I still don't really necessarily buy into the whole indica makes you sleepy, sativa makes you because what I was trying to say earlier, just a quick, it's more about the cannabinoids than it is about the strain.
Okay.
And then within the cannabis industry, like for cultivators and growers and infusionists and all of those type of people, they don't even call it strain anymore. They call it chemovar. So
chemovar?
Yes.
Interesting. It sounds so it doesn't sound holistic though.
Like the language is changing because of our understanding of how it works in our body.
I get that, but it just doesn't sound as holistic.
I don't like that word either. That's mad funny because I said that I was like, I don't think I'm gonna call it chemovar. Like
it just doesn't sound like, you know what I'm talking like, and I think it may come from the way we were raised where we thought of it and we always saw it as a plant to bring healthy things to you. And so when you start making it a scientific thing, which I know science is helping, and I'm not knocking the science, and I appreciate all the science that they're releasing on it, but it's like you start to take away from the natural aspect of it or the culture of it.
I get
the people that we knew, the people that we knew were like chilled out hippies.
There's a sterility to it. If it makes it feel sterile and pharmaceutical, it's not feeling very holistic and
exactly.
I totally completely agree with you on that one.
So do you think like the commercialization of that is really going to change the industry and how we kind of deal with cannabis from here on out? You know what I mean? Because before it used to be like it was a chill thing. Like I'm from Cali, so it was like, back in Cali, if you were smoking with the homies. It was a chill experience. It was laid back. You may go to the beach, have a bonfire. You know what I mean? It was just a laid back. It was a whole experience, but it was a laid back experience. Now with it being so medical and in all the terms that they're coming up with now, it just it takes away.
I agree with you to an extent. And here's why I say to an extent. I feel like the reason why it's, considered to be from that laid back perspective is just because of, the type of people who were using it and the visibility. It was associated with a certain type of lifestyle, a certain type of, you know what I'm saying? And so,
but it wasn't just those people that did it. You know what I mean? It was like doctors and lawyers, like we knew they did it.
No, but that's what I'm trying to say.
My bad.
It's that leaning into that like relaxation vibe. It's like it's one side of it. That's a one-sided perspective and perception. And I'm not saying that that's your perspective per se. I'm just saying it only shows that one side of it when we need to stop showing only that one side of it and that's where I'm going is that I like that these terms are coming out, that this research is coming out, that there's an expansion of our knowledge because it changes everyone's approach to the plant. Right? They're approaching it more from a holistic perspective. When I say holistic, I'm not talking about like Eastern medicine. I'm talking about holistically as in the whole entire plant itself.
Yeah.
Because from the roots, the leaves, the buds, the seeds, all of it is medicine in different ways and not necessarily to get high, right?
No. Yeah.
But for other purposes. There's antioxidants and a whole bunch of really good nutrients in the leaves and the stems. When you boil them or when they're fresh, you can use the leaves and make them, put them in smoothies, put them in your salads. I've heard of people stir frying. I haven't had the pleasure, but I would like to try that, honestly. Then you have the roots. I've heard of indigenous medicine, and I'm not talking about like indigenous to America. I'm talking about like indigenous to whatever continent. I can't specifically trace because I don't even remember the book off the top of my head, but you're talking about different tribes. This person went all over the world, and different tribes of people, different cultures were using the roots as tea for medicine. And so I love that all this information is coming out and so readily available now, because it's going to speak to people letting go of that reefer madness.
Yeah.
Because it's time to let it go.
I get it. I think because I'm just coming in, maybe I'm trying to hold on a little bit longer. But it's...
Don't get me wrong. Once again, being a stoner is where it's at.
Yeah.
I loved it. But I also use this as medicine.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
A plethora of things going on with me. It keeps me balanced.
I think everybody in my family can attest to that. It definitely has calmed me down. Yeah.
No comment.
See. So look, man, what you want to talk about next? You want to hop into the
legal leaves? What's going on
with the who
in the world of legalities? Also,
legalese.
Half of your face. Yeah.
So with the legalese, let's see. So they just passed. They were doing some research to see if in Louisiana they could start doing telemedicine and giving marijuana prescriptions or cannabis prescriptions via telemedicine.
Ooh.
Unfortunately, that was denied. But the sad part about it is most states do allow telemeds to be a way.
Can you please tell me what the failing was? I gotta know, like, why they put it. Why was it a wrap?
They didn't go into all of that. They just said that the legislation, just because they only give us quick synopsises of what's happening with the ledge, so they don't give too much detail about it. But yeah, they just said it was, no virtual visits, so you got to take your ass in if you got to see a doctor, But what I do like is in Missouri, right?
To get on YouTube to see our show, but it's not working.
I don't know.
Hold on, I'm gonna click it and see what it's. Sorry, y'all, technical difficulties. Oh yeah, that thing is working. I'm telling them it's working. Keep talking.
Oh, my bad. So in Missouri, they're looking at allowing people to use medical cannabis where alcohol is consumed. So I think that's going to be pretty interesting, right? So like, a lot of cannabis consumers don't smoke, or a lot of cannabis consumers don't drink, and vice versa. And so it allows for that balance. And so, and they'll have a lot of calmer people up in that place when people start getting the alcohol highs and the alcohol courage. So it may work and see how it goes down.
One of my teachers at CCI, she is writing a paper. She just let us know today. She's writing a paper on how cannabis can assist, like, with people getting off opioids.
Yes, I just saw some research on that not too long ago.
Research about that. How
I think we talked about that last week, where there was some research done on that. Yeah. And I think that I think it may have been Massachusetts was saying that there was some research done in Mass coming back. I think it may have been one of the Democrats out of Massachusetts that said something along those lines. So yeah, it'll be interesting to follow that and see how that goes. Now you got me kind of curious because I don't have it. Anyway, and lastly, in Pennsylvania, what they're looking at is doing a pilot program where they're going to allow seniors to get $50 a month to help with their cannabis purchases. And so that's what's happening in legislative meetings.
Where is that?
In Pennsylvania.
What?
Yeah.
Go
yeah.
PA.
Yeah, so a lot of stuff is happening. A lot of stuff is happening, and it's moving in a positive stride. And so that's some good stuff.
I would have not expected that from Pennsylvania, to be honest with you.
Hey, man, nobody expected Virginia either, but look at where we are. So, the capital of the Confederacy. So, yeah, man, that's what's happening. That's what's happening.
I need to do some history lessons. I didn't even know that.
You didn't know Virginia was the capital of the Confederacy?
Oh, I thought you said Pennsylvania. My bad.
No, Virginia.
All right,
I said nobody expected it to happen in Virginia either.
Oh, yeah. That's why I didn't hear you, because that was never even a thought in my mind.
That Virginia would ever legalize rec? No.
I'm surprised that they even legalize it recreationally for adults. I'm like, every time I think about that, I'm just like, yeah, baby.
Yeah. Oh, and in New York, towards the end of the year, I believe they're going to allow people to start buying recreational cannabis. So they'll have like official, like I guess they have some dispensaries, but maybe they're only for medicinal.
All those like
bodegas and everybody's popping up.
Girl, they got a lot of pop-up dispensaries. That I saw
everybody trying to make a buck.
I saw a news story on these guys. They was in Sheepshead Bay. And they had this and it was like, do you have licensing? They was like, no, but the cops ain't come. This is selling it.
Hey man, get it how you can. Yeah,
that's the essence of New York right there. I was watching that story and laughing so hard because I'm like, what did y'all expect?
Yeah,
there was no way they cared.
They talking about bodegas having like you could just go anywhere and get it. You walk down the street, you smell it.
Wait, they had a whole bunch of like during the summer, a whole bunch of articles about confiscated mobile dispensaries. There was like a bunch of like food truck type dispensaries, and they were getting confiscated because they didn't have the licensing. I know.
That would be perfect.
Could you imagine?
They show up like an ice cream truck, right? The kids are running to the ice cream truck while the adults are running to the cannabis truck.
You bold enough, and you a go-getter. You done invested your money only for the popo to just be like, yeah, you can't do this. We're keeping it.
But you think about it. If they're buying it wholesale, if the cops aren't keeping like the whole business, like the truck and everything, you just reopen.
They take that to the impound lot, and you have to get it out and do all type of.
I mean, shit, if it's $100 to get your truck out the impound, you go get it.
It's probably more deeper than that, though. Like, I don't think they just right back at it as soon as they get out of the damn impound lot.
Hey, man. Go to another part of town.
New Yorkers.
I mean, it depends on how bad you need that rent money.
Facts. It's the hustle spirit. New York is the hustle capital. You gotta be a go-getter to be there. I gotta get one of those things for my bedroom.
Man, it's nice. I like it. I like it a lot.
So, is that all for legislation?
Yeah, that's it for ledge. Yep.
So let's talk about. Excuse me. Woo! Lemon cherry tarts for the win. Oh yeah, that's good. That's good, baby. That's good. I'm sorry.
She got her cracking herself up.
Right? I am cracking myself up. That's terrible. Over here laughing at my own damn jokes. You know that strain is good because it's hitting. Um, we didn't finish all of the hot topics though, so we need to. Oh yes, buy weed from women. So remember I was telling you about them.
Yes,
I don't know if
yes, you were.
check out their page. They don't sell cannabis, by the way, but they are a brand that encourages. What do they call it? They coined this. I don't know if they coined this term, cannabis feminism.
Okay.
But I mean, it's just a platform to basically support women in cannabis because remember when you were talking about the percentage of Black people within the cannabis industry?
Oh yeah,
Now,
yeah.
imagine what the percentage of women in the cannabis industry must
And that's
be
less
like.
than 2%, y'all. If y'all missed it last time, it's less than 2% of people of color or Black people in the cannabis industry. Right?
So then now buy weed from women. They make really great apparel and it says buy weed from women. So a couple weeks ago, these white guys decided to co-opt buy weed from and then put like buy weed from privileged white guys or some BS like that. I could not find it because lovely as women are, they were like, we're not going to give you any energy. We're going to ice your ass out of the internet and not let you use our platform as a way to profit.
Wow.
I haven't been able to find those pictures because I wanted to send it to you and show you because I was like, when I first saw it, I was like, why? But why though?
Because
you lack that much creativity that you had to steal something so simple yet so dope and honest and turn it into some BS. Like I was so tight when I saw that, but they handled it really gracefully. They were like, please, don't repost these guys. Don't even give them any energy. We're here. We're the originals and everything. So it was really like classy. And that's why I love them ladies and I like their brand.
That's what's up.
Definitely check them out on Instagram if you can, everyone. Buy weed from women. No, I do not work for them. No, they are not sponsoring the show, but I do support platforms and brands that are really awesome, whether they know it or not. So
yeah. That's what's up, honey. That's what's
up. But I just thought that was like crazy, and it's just like another,
some more stuff that's out there. Yeah.
Exactly. Some more inappropriate stuff that's happening within the industry. That's just like it's already like y'all co-opting, y'all acting like y'all running shit. Y'all really
or
not.
Like y'all came up with something. Like,
legacy. Definitely are not a legacy.
See.
Come on, Chad. Give it a breast.
Yeah, that's that BS. That is definitely that BS. So in some other news, we were talking about so I was looking for an article that I had found earlier in the week about Mexico. So look, man, I don't think I'm gonna be going to Mexico no time soon, right? Because there was another, so not only just Shanquella Robinson, may she rest in peace, but there were 3 other African-American friends mysteriously found dead in a Mexico City Airbnb after celebrating the Day of the Dead festival, right?
Wow.
And so Candace Florence, Jordan Marshall, I'm fucking up people's names. Let me stop. Candace Florence, Jordan Marshall, and Cortez Hall had traveled to Mexico to celebrate that day. And so they have been they were found dead as well.
Oh my God.
I'm going to tell people of color, be careful when going to Mexico. And I'm not even trying to discriminate, but it just seems like we were having issues in the DR as well. And I don't know if it's because people are being poisoned by the food, because, our system may not be able to handle some of the things that they do over there if they're not as sanitary as the FDA requires. You know what I mean? Or if we're used to a certain thing over here, and it may not even have anything to do with sanitary, but if we're used to a certain thing over here, I remember the first time I went to Korea, I was sick as a dog. And it was just because I was breathing the air and I just wasn't used to that air. And so I'm not saying that obviously there may be some foul play with this because 3 people just don't come up dead in the same suite.
Exactly.
Right?
3?
So 3, yeah. Yeah. So, and in the DR, remember last year, a lot of black folks was coming up either missing dead or getting real sick over there.
No, I didn't know
So,
that. I did not know
yeah,
that.
man. Yeah. So I know we love our international travel and all of that, but maybe we go for a little more expensive of a country, and and yeah, because you can get shit dirt cheap in Mexico,
You know
right?
what? I mean, you hear these stories. It's just be safe when you travel. Do the research. Try your
Yeah.
best. One of a young lady that I grew up with had shared a story on Facebook about when she went to Thailand with a friend and they almost got trafficked.
Yeah, see, and I want to go to Thailand bad, but I don't know if I want to go over there. Look, there are certain places I'm not going anymore. They're just, at least not right now, not in this climate, not in the way that people hate the U.S. There are certain places I just don't need to be, and because we done fucked over a lot of people. We gonna keep it a buck.
On TikTok, this beautiful black woman. She was talking about her experience going to Italy, Naples. Like she was like, it's so dangerous there being a black woman alone.
Yeah, yeah, because they don't really fuck with us to begin with. I mean, unfortunately, as black women, we're the most unprotected in the world.
Oh yeah.
And so to have stuff like that happening, it's just common practice.
Remember that
And
guy
so,
who was serial killing black women?
mm-hmm.
Went on dates with them, and then they will come up missing and find somebody call him this. It was a black man. And do you want to know what he said he picked them?
Because nobody would look for him.
Exactly. And no one would care.
And nobody did. That's a damn shame.
Okay.
We got to protect our black women, guys. We got to do better. We got to do better. And we're talking to everybody, We got to do better. And I'm not saying nobody else deserves to be less protected, but as the most unprotected.
I mean, do the numbers on how many black women are missing versus how many black men, how many white men, how many other races of people, and you're going to see what the difference is. And the disparities, and understand why Malika is saying exactly what she said. We do need to do better. Cut it out. You don't have to. No disclaimer. The end.
Yeah, we have to do better. And the sad part about even looking at Shanquella Robinson, right? So, had her mom not put up the fight, spent the $6,000 to have her baby brought back to the U.S., and gone through all of that, she would have just been another dead black girl in Mexico.
Yeah.
Because Mexican authorities weren't even looking into foul play. They had her there, and they put in the damn autopsy on the fucking report that the kid had a broken neck.
Yeah, but they did not see foul play. I mean, come on, think about it like this. This is international situation. What were they gonna do? What could they have done? Them guys was on a plane running before the end, before the autopsy even came back. Them guys was already back on America.
Them guys and gals, because there were two girls too.
I just said guys as in the general consensus, not necessarily gendering them.
But no, I mean, it was a damn shame that they were up and running, but still, the Mexican authorities said that they suspected no foul play to begin with.
Yeah, that's messed up but I mean, all right, think about it like this, right? You come to a house full of, college age people. One of them is dead and they've all been drinking and they say, oh, she died of alcohol poisoning. Everybody's running line. Oh, she drank too much. Oh, she drank too much. We don't know what happened. Wouldn't you be like, all right?
But the doctor was there. Like, there was just too many holes, man. Like, how did that? Okay, yeah, she's incoherent, but like nobody knew this child's neck was broke.
I'm not laughing at the situation. I'm laughing at the absurdity.
Yeah, like nobody knew this girl's neck was broke.
Yeah. I honestly can't even talk about this no more because it's aggravating, it's disheartening, and it's disappointing because I don't ever want to, like, I'm always constantly every time I think about her, the first place I go, because I already know, like, I'm too grown for that. You not body slamming me on none of that shit. So,
no.
Girls trip, I'm leaving. If we get into an argument, I'm leaving because I might smack the shit out of you. So no, that's not even happening. I'm thinking about my kids, bro. I'm thinking about my daughters. Like, I'm thinking about my oldest. You know what I'm saying? Like, never. I couldn't. I can't fathom it. And it just makes me think about these are the type of people that are out there. The Bible says that the times come when the love of many waxes cold. And this is the time. Don't nobody give a shit about nobody. Like, we're at the time.
I mean, for her friend to go to her house and hang out with her parents for 4 days in a row. Sit there, look at them people's face for 4 days in a row.
Like he don't know what happened. That's
like he don't know what the fuck happened.
Oh, he trash.
And then he brought the girls that beat her up to the house to then convince the mom that they don't know what happened either. Like she died of alcohol poisoning.
I can't with these guys. I can't. I don't want to talk about this no more. Honestly, it's making me mad. It's making me big mad. And it's putting me in the I hate people place.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like people are trash because that's what trash does.
Yeah.
Because you're trying to cover your ass, but guess what? If you kill that girl, the Most High knows that you can't hide it from him, and you ain't gonna make it. That truth is gonna come out. There's no lie that is actually, you know what I'm saying? Like people think they can lie and the shit not gonna come out. Every single lie
comes out.
Yeah, like the truth come out. So they could play this game, keep on throwing dirt over it, burying it all they want to. If they actually, I'm not saying I don't know. I don't know what happened. But if they did do something to that girl, like
I mean, the videotape shows that something happened to that child.
So
yeah, the video shows something happened to her. The Mexican authorities have finally issued an arrest warrant, thank God. They haven't told us who the person's arrested or who's named on the arrest warrant, but there's two females.
Body slammer or a puncher.
Yeah. Well, I heard there were 2 videos, which is even worse. You know what I mean? So yeah. It's a damn shame, man.
Oh.
It's a damn shame.
Let's lift the spirits up.
What you got for us then, hun?
Let's lift the spirits up. Let's talk about your strain bucket list. Your strain bucket list. Because remember, last week we was talking about that.
Yeah.
That article. So the way that I did it was I looked up like the top 10 best strains overall. Okay. And
how many did you pick? I only picked 3.
The list I found was from a magazine, an article from a magazine called Head Magazine. So, first of all, the list, I'm going to read y'all the list because I've already smoked at least 4 or 5 of these. So, I was already like giving it the side eye because I'm like, they got to be better strains out here than this. But, I mean, hey. Everybody's entitled to their opinions.
Well, what you got?
So I'm gonna read y'all the list, okay? So the top 10, according to Head Magazine, the top 10 greatest strains of all time, and they did it counting down. So 10 to
of
1.
All time.
Yeah, of all time. And I was rolling my eyes because one, I had like I'm gonna tell y'all the strains I had after I read y'all the list, and they weren't my top 10. So that's why I'm like, who made this list?
Go ahead.
Here we go. At number 10, we got Northern Lights.
I've had that.
Northern Lights is a hybrid. No, I wrote it down, and I'm so mad at myself for not being able to not keeping my notebook next to me. Northern Lights is actually not a hybrid. It's a sativa. It's a straight sativa. That's right. I haven't had Northern Lights yet. But it has been on my bucket list for at least 3 years now. So
okay.
It must be something. I agree with that. But I wouldn't have put it at number 10. All right. At number 9, we have G13. G13, based on what I researched, is an indica dominant hybrid.
Okay.
I don't know. It might go on my list, but I'll tell y'all my criteria after I finish read this list. Number
Okay.
8, Blue Dream is a sativa dominant hybrid. Chem Dog, it's kind of like Northern Lights, supposedly. Strawberry Cough. This one had me very peaked. It's
I saw that on another list.
it's also a hybrid, and it's a sativa dominant.
Okay.
Durban Poison. That's what Caress had last week, and that's what I was talking. That's what I was so like, what? You got Durban Poison? Because I have not been able to find, like, I mean, okay, like I use the plug, so of course I'm not gonna be able to find Durban Poison because it's not a dispensary, but I'll look forward to having some. Durban Poison is also a sativa. It's a straight sativa though. It's not a hybrid. Next is Jack Herrer. I hope I'm saying that right.
Jack Herrer. Yeah, I've had that one before.
You have?
Yeah.
Does it belong on the top 10, and should it be number 4?
A lot of people love it. I think that I was too novice of a pot smoker when I had it to understand what I was really smoking. Does that make sense? And so I may not have been looking for what I was supposed to be looking for. So for me, it was it was cool. I mean, it got the job done, but I wasn't a connoisseur back then. So yeah, I'd like to try it again. And I know a lot of dispensaries around here were carrying it for a while. So
okay.
Yeah.
We need to do a bucket list party.
Yeah, we do.
Yeah. I don't know about that. We might invite some other people to this. We'll decide. It depends on if they can follow the etiquette, meaning bring something. All right.
Let's not put our friends out there.
I know, right? Number 3, wedding cake. And number 2, OG Kush. Wedding cake is a hybrid, by the way, guys.
I like wedding cake. That's one of my faves. I like wedding cake.
Dominant.
It's a who dominant?
Indica.
Indica, okay.
Exactly. You see what you just did there? And that's why I say strains don't make sense. Basing it on it being indica or sativa, because it could give you still sativa feelings, even though it's an indica.
Exactly.
And then number 1, Super Lemon Haze. Because it won the Cannabis Cup 2 wins in a row, apparently.
Okay.
And it's a sativa. Straight sativa. So I'll tell you, on that list, I had 1, 2, 3. Hold on. Wedding cake definitely had that. OG Kush definitely had that. Chem Dog I had, and Blue Dream. Okay, 4. I have 4 of the top 10.
Okay.
Blue Dream was good. I enjoyed that, but it was making me too sleepy.
Yeah.
It's crazy because it's sativa dominant, but guess what? Blue Dream is like one of the few strains that have naturally occurring cannabinoid called CBN. Yeah, I'm about to nerd out on y'all. About to nerd the hell out on y'all. And CBN is a cannabinoid that's like it's been found to be very helpful in people with insomnia, helping you sleep. CBN is usually like what THC turns into after it's been cured for a very long time. But Blue
Can
Dream,
you smoke CBN?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes. You can get all right. So my father is, as you know, a Rastafarian, and they cure their cannabis in a way that it turns into CBN. So they're not saying, oh, we're gonna cure it to CBN. The way that they cure it is specifically for that type of high experience.
Okay.
And it's not couch lag per se, but what my dad likes to call holding the meds. That means holding a meditation for you people who are not of Caribbean descent. But everyone else that I was talking about. But yeah. So yes, you can smoke CBN, of course. It's just they don't know. Like, I don't think they're like in the within what we're learning, they're still figuring out how it works, because it doesn't just they can't just grow it like they can grow hemp for
Everything
CBD,
else. Yeah.
CBD.
You got to
You know what I'm
cure
saying?
it to become a CBN.
And
Gotcha.
then if you're lucky, some strains do have naturally occurring CBN. So your Blue Dream, I believe Durban Poison also, which is funny.
Okay.
Those are sativa dominant or straight sativa, and they still have that CBN
That
occurring. And
CBN.
that's why it still can make you sleepy, even if it's a sativa. You know what I'm saying? Like, you always be like, oh, in the couch lock, it makes me tired. I just want to relax. And it's like, yeah, but you can still do that with the right sativa strain. You know?
See? That's what's up.
So
that was a lot of education there, ma'am.
I know. I'm sorry. I nerd out when it comes to this stuff.
No. That was good. That was good. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Keep coming with it.
So
what was your bucket list?
Yeah, baby. So my bucket list criteria is simple. I don't want any hybrids. There are no hybrids allowed on my bucket list. I want straight indica, or so Chemovar. Because I'm talking to you, we're gonna keep it gangster. I want the straight strain, complete indica or complete sativa, right?
Okay.
So that's why Durban Poison is on my list. Blue Dream already got off my list. Northern Lights is on my list. I'm mad because I have my bucket list like written out. As I'm learning about the strain, I will put it on my list if it meets the criteria.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's I wish I had it in front of me, because it's about 10 items strong, and I want to tick them off, because I'm sick of hybrids, honestly. Like, you come across them so often. So often. And I'll be honest with you, I'm not a 50-50 hybrid person.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like,
I like that. I like the mood. I need that calming. So that's, don't put me to sleep, but get me calm enough, but give me enough energy to be able to participate in the conversation.
Yeah. I like that too.
So yeah.
And I think it just, once again, depends on the cannabinoids more than it does the strain, to be honest with you. But I feel like we just have to learn that. Like, the strain is more for me, or the Chemovar is more about the profile, the scent, the experience when I ingest it or consume it. Because it's an olfactory experience, right? You got the terpenes, which is what's the smell. That's what you're tasting and smelling. And there's like different terpenes. There's limonene, lanolene, pinene, and they all are in different strain. They go with the different strains. I want to say Chemovar because that's what my other nerd family says, but they go with the different strains. So, like, for instance, you got because Blue Dream is at the top of my head, right? You're gonna have those notes of blueberry, those notes of like it has like a very blueberry flavor to me. It's very earthy and berry and berry flavored.
Okay,
that's a lot for my lips to say.
Earthy and berry flavored.
Yeah, that's, it's crazy. Like, all these strawberry and lemon berry, all these type of I never really taste the berry flavor in them. Do you?
So the only time I ever really tasted the flavor was the first time I ever had fucking Girl Scout cookies. And they were sweet, and it was just a great flavor. Like, I actually tasted the flavor at the end. I don't know if it's because I smoke so much now that all of it is just, I don't know. You would think that, but I don't really taste the flavor the way that people claim that, like, these names. I be expecting one thing and I'm just not getting it.
I agree with you on that, with everything else except for Blue Dream. Blue Dream is literally and you know what? I'm not gonna say his name, but one of our brothers who used to grow,
Mm-hmm.
I got some blackberry from him. It tastes like blackberry. It was the
Word.
best. That boy got some talent. That boy got some talent. I don't know what he's doing, but that boy got some talent, and he need to get back to work.
He get it from his daddy.
Okay, because that blackberry, whoo,
Really?
it hit.
Then that needs to be on my list. Then I'm gonna add his
my
blackberry to
favorite
my list.
strains. That goes on my favorite strain list. I don't even know if that thing was called blackberry. It was, the whole thing was purple. The stem, the flower, the leaf, everything was dark purple, and it was beautiful, and it smelled so good. And when I smoked it, oh, mwah, chef's kiss. Chef's kiss. I miss that. And I be trying to like nudge him like, girl,
I don't think he does it anymore. He's no room.
I know he doesn't. He doesn't.
He ain't got no room.
He doesn't. But I miss it.
Yeah. So on my list, I went for names, right? Just because I like names that say something, and I want to know if the name is gonna do kind of what they claim is gonna do, right? So Huckleberry, I don't know why, but I wanted to try that. I like the name Huckleberry.
I never even heard of that.
Huckleberry. There was another one.
It.
Okay, so I gotta look it up again. Hold up.
Oh. I thought you wrote a little notes on them.
I did. All right, Huckleberry. So here we go. So Huckleberry looks like, and I go to Leafly for all my stuff, y'all. If y'all want to know, I mean, I'm just gonna tell you how I cheat. I just go to Leafly. So shout out to Leafly.
That's what it looks like. I like Leafly, but I'm more of an all bud girl.
I got you. But Leafly's working for me right now. So Huckleberry is a it is a hybrid because I kind of like my hybrids. It is calming, so it's more on the indica side than sativa. And it's supposed to make you hungry, euphoric, and happy. And it's supposed to have berry flavors. It's supposed to be sweet, and it's supposed to help have blueberry hints to it. And with stress, it's supposed to help with 48%. So 48% of the people that used it said it helped with stress. 37% said pain, and 35% said anxiety. So
that's
I figured that would be a good strain.
Yeah, a good one to put on your list.
Yeah, so Huckleberry's up there. Now there was one, and I don't know if it's on here, and I gotta look. But
we
man,
have a bucket list party.
Yes, we do. But this one I tried a long time ago, and it was called Purple Monkey Balls.
I'm sorry, my brain just heard what you said.
Yes. Now I can't find Purple Monkey Balls on Leafly, but I found Purple Monkey, right? And so I'm gonna guess that it's part of that strain, or maybe they just added balls. But the Purple Monkey Balls that I had was like a dark purple, and this shit was some good ass weed.
I believe you.
I was a novice at the time, but I even knew it was some good shit.
I'm not gonna lie to you. Purple strains are like by far my favorite.
I love anything with purple in it. I don't know why. I love purple.
Always make me laugh. My best experiences have come from a purple strain.
So Purple Monkey Balls is on my list if I can get that again. They've got another one out there called Green Crack, people. Green Crack. So I told you I go by the names, baby. So the name
you said Green Crack?
Yes, Green Crack.
I gotta hear this one.
So Green Crack looks like this, which is a beautiful look. It's beautiful.
Oh yeah,
beautiful. It's beautiful, baby. It's beautiful.
It's butterful. That is butterful.
So it is energizing. So look how much Cypha has in it. You see that calming? Goes all the way over. Energizing. Excuse me. So it is it's high THC, man, and it's called Green Crack. It's supposed to energize you, it's supposed to keep you focused, and it's supposed to make you talkative. It has one of my favorite fruit. What's my favorite fruit in the world, sister?
Mango?
Of course. I think that's the family fruit. It has mango, citrus, and tropical flavors and hints to it. Ooh. So I would love to try that, right? So that's on my bucket list. Green Crack. Another one that's on my bucket list is called Fatso, because I like to fucking eat. So I was like, Fatso, what's good with you, baby? That's what the shit dropping the phone.
And
But
she
look, that's
said,
what the Fatso look like. Ooh, 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 baby, baby, baby.
"Ooh, like
Okay,
that."
so
It's
Fatso is more calming than energizing. So it's supposed to put you to sleep. It's supposed to put you out, right? So it's got like 28% THC in it and 1% CPD. And it's supposed to be like, it's just supposed to calm you and put
that's
you
high
out.
grade. Hey,
Right?
established 87.
What's up, established? How you doing, brother? So look, it's supposed to make you sleepy, relaxed, and tingly. It's supposed to taste like diesel, lemon, and it's got like some funky smell because they said it's pungent.
Ooh.
So Fatso
What's
was the other one, and I've got like one more left on
what was
here.
that strain called again? Fatso?
Fatso,
What
Fatso,
is
Fatso.
it? A hybrid?
So no, it's an indica. No, it's an indica
On my
dominant.
list. It's going
Yeah,
on my list. It's
it's
going on
indica
my list.
dominant.
Ooh. I love to eat too. Hello.
Now this one, uh, you're gonna love this name. Hold up, as soon as I can pull it back up. So when I first pulled it up, it was called. Wait. Nope, I know where I put it. Anyway, the strain's called Alaskan Thunderfuck.
It's called what?
You heard me right.
Thunder
Fuck.
F?
Yes. Fuck. Alaskan
Oh my
Thunderfuck
goodness.
is the name of this shit.
Please.
And
Is
I
this
was
a
like, wait a minute,
hybrid?
Hold up. I done lost the straight. Oh, geez, Louise, please, Louise. All right, well,
I
I done
love
lost the straight. I feel
the
bad about
people
that,
name
people.
things and it's hilarious, bro.
Yes. Yeah. I'm mad I lost it. Oh, man, that makes me
That's
feel
part
very
of the fun.
sad.
That's a part of the fun.
No, I think
Creating a
it's one of the new strains that are coming out this year because they coming out with some different names, girl. The names of some of the stuff this year is going to be like
found
crazy.
it, Alaskan Thunderfuck.
Yes.
It is a sativa dominant hybrid.
Uh-huh.
It's called ATF.
ATF. I like that.
It's very popular.
Alcohol, tobacco, and firearms. ATF.
Oh, that's your shit.
Yeah, man. So look,
That is
if you go on Leafly too, they've got the new cannabis strains that are coming out for 2022, or 2023. So they've got like insane, ZANE auto. They've got some funky charms on there, gas powered cake, Granny Sunday, half pint happy hour head cracker, 777 wet Betty. Ooh, I want to try apple juice, Azazel. I don't know if I want to try that. Um,
that sound like.
so you know what I think when I think of Azazel? Did you ever see that movie? Oh my God, Denzel was in it, and they kept singing
Fallen?
"Time is on my side." Fallen, yes.
Yeah, that's what I said.
That's Azazel, people.
Yep.
If you're trying to go there.
Establishing 87, ask how we feel about dabs. You could go first.
So I've never had a dab. I'd be the first to admit I need to get on some experimental shit. I'm kind of a lame, so all I do is smoke my shit and maybe ingest it via oil or some type of tincture.
So I've had dabs before, and I'll be honest with you, it's not really for me. It's a lot of like extra stuff, like I was doing dabs before like all the stuff started coming out to make it a cleaner experience and a neater experience. Like I'm not interested. I'll be honest with you. Like I also just like gonna nerd out on you guys again really quickly. You have to be careful with like dabs and rosin and things of that nature because and even vape pens because a blowtorch exactly. It's too extra for me as a person. Just kind of it's like I ain't gonna lie to you, dab almost kind of like peripherally just reminds me of crack.
Ooh,
Glass pipe, something in it bubbling up, like I'm not interested. But like just to nerd out on y'all, all you people who like all of my beautiful people who like to do vape pens, rosin, dabs, all of that stuff, be careful, know where you're getting it from, learn about like how they're making your products because there are chemicals that they use to cure the product, and it can be very detrimental to your health. Okay, yes, it's cannabis, but what is
All
that
cannabis
oil?
ain't good cannabis.
You know what I'm saying? What is that oil that you're vaping? What's in it? Because that's going into your lungs, and it does have an effect on you if it's not processed clean, if it's not done properly. Same thing with the dabs, same thing with like the resin. Even, trust, don't buy these concentrates from people that you don't trust. That's all I'm saying.
Exactly.
Trace, flour is flour. It becomes a different when you start to add other chemicals to it, when you start to process it, because those processes, how it's being processed, all the residuals that's left over, you know where that's going? Into your temple, into your body. And I just want you guys to have the best experience possible and really get the best out of your cannabis. Sorry, that was a nerd moment.
No, but I think it's kind of funny that you bring that up, right? Because as a novice smoker, like when I first started smoking, I used to hear people tell me, be careful where you're getting your weed from, know who your vendor is, know who your source is, know where your weed's coming from, right? And I remember at one point, I was having a conversation with a mentor of mine, and she said something along the lines of, I know exactly where my cannabis comes from. Like, exactly. I know the farmer. I know the farm. I was like, well, goddamn. I was thinking to myself, like, maybe I'm just maybe I just am not that deep in the industry to understand that type of stuff. And so it got to the point where it was like, okay, so now the only people that I purchase or get my cannabis from are people that I know by extension of one or two people off. Like I can get a direct line to you if I need to. And if I need to come out and check out your farm, it's a possibility that I'm capable of doing that simply because of those relationships. And it's just a different feeling. It's a different calmness when you know where your shit is coming from and what people are putting on your shit and you know how it's being grown. And that just takes it to a whole nother level of the experience and being able to enjoy it without having that paranoia of, did they add some extra shit? Is there some, chemical in here that I may be allergic to or what? So, yeah.
I agree. And I think that it's not even just being a novice or even being a part of the industry. It's just a lack of consumer education and a lack of forethought, even as the consumer. You know what I mean? You're thinking of it on a basic stance, expecting what you get. We're used to, the market is changing now because of everything that we're learning, how everything is opening up. So the consumer's experience is going to be different and they can demand quality finally.
But you know what? I think that's going to put you a little more far removed from knowing your grower anymore too. You know what I'm saying? Because now that big business is getting involved, and let's just keep it a buck, it's nothing but big industry that are involved in cannabis. You know what I mean? And so
Shout
it's
out
like,
to you, sorry.
Yeah, for sure. Shout out to mine too.
Shout out to mine. Keep the man out of jail and free the ones that's in jail. Holla.
For real. Power to the people, man. Power to the people. But it's all about, so now with the cannabis industry becoming so commercialized, it's going to be even more far removed for you knowing who your cannabis person is. So you're going to have to definitely do research on the companies and things like that you're starting to get stuff from.
And if you're lucky enough to have a green thumb, you can grow your
plants,
your
own stuff.
Yeah. Depending upon your legislation, like here we can grow up to 4 plants at a time. So if I had a green thumb, I would do it, but I just killed a plant. So I'm not a cannabis plant, a plant my neighbor gave me. So I'm definitely not going to be trying to cultivate anything up in my crib. I apologize to that plant.
Yeah, I know. I pray for my plants daily, man. I pray for them all the time because they hanging in there. But yeah, me growing is not a thing.
People that that's the beauty of cannabis. I love it, brings people together. So
it does.
Like the moment that I was talking about earlier, you're gonna be surrounded by a generous spirit, a giving spirit. You know what I mean? From anybody who is an enjoyer and a consumer of cannabis. So you can befriend somebody that likes to grow and y'all could barter. Hey, I'll make you brownies if you do da da da. You know what I'm saying? Like these are the things that you can do. Gifting.
And there are plenty of groups out there that you can join that
Exactly.
that are like cannabis growers and things like that. Don't forget to join us at Cypha Sistas on Facebook as well. And
Yeah.
before we close out, Rachel, do you want to tell us about the event that we're going to be having in Richmond coming up?
Yes, very quickly, because I know time is running out. We have an event December 21st at 6:30 p.m. in Richmond, Virginia. So sip and paint with a twist. We're gonna be painting, the beautiful human form, kikiing together, ladies only. At Rachel Sayla 826 on Instagram for information and to purchase tickets. And everybody have a beautiful week. And thank you for coming and sharing your time and your energy with us. As always, I had a blast and enjoyed this cipher immensely.
Same
What he
here,
said?
same here. He said, just the feeling that comes about you when you hear the word weed is
Oh,
amazing. Yes, it
establishment
is.
87. It's not messed up. It's this event is just it's our inaugural event. So this is our first event and it's called Cypha Sistas. And
Oh,
the platform was built on creating sisterhood, but we do hope to have co-ed events in the future. Okay, it's my birthday, and I just want to kiki with the girls, so don't be mad at me.
oh man, I was gonna try to sneak establish 87 in. All
All
right, y'all. Thank you for stopping
right,
by,
have a
and to all
beautiful
the
week,
viewers that'll be
everybody. Shalom
yep,
in your heart home.
definitely, and to all the viewers that'll be catching us a little bit later. Thank you for stopping by. Until next week, you guys have a wonderful day and enjoy your smoke. Take care, everybody. Good night.
Later.